He tried to help, but he just had an accident and couldn't travel. Otherwise, we would have a few distinguished speakers that is speaking at such event, and they are even open towards even attending event of such as World Islamic Tourism Conference. Without further ado, let's delve deeper into the tracks, the 4 tracks I've mentioned, to provide a comprehensive understanding of what awaits. I'll start with the first track, Understanding Muslim Tourists. I think this is probably foundation. Foundation is key to really fully understand this segment. We must first understand who the Muslim tourists are. Also, the global Muslim population, there's 2,225 million alone are in ASEAN. This large and diverse demographics presents unique opportunities and challenges within the tourism industry. We all are business people, some of us here, you should know the opportunities that are abound. So to kick things off, let's learn and get to know the Muslim tourist is. So the topics that we'll be covering include connecting Muslim tourists in the digital space. In this session, we'll address the challenges faced by many Muslims encounter online, particularly the sense of exclusion from mainstream social networks. So this keynote seeks to imagine a safe digital space for Muslims, maybe an on-demand Netflix entertainment platform for Muslims, or even Tinder for Muslims, i.e. dating platform, not Tinder, dating platform for Muslims. I think I got my deputy minister speech writer. Who is the Muslim traveler? On the other topic here in this track, we will covering on changing the stereotypes. You always think about Muslim travelers being those with Middle Eastern face or looks. So it is more than that. However, significant opportunity lies in engaging with youth and millennial Muslims who are looking for unique and meaningful travel experiences. We'll uncover the diverse segmentations of Muslim travelers and how tourism stakeholders can effectively connecting with them. And thirdly, within the same segment, we'll be covering on female Muslim travelers, the powerhouse driving the industry forward. We recognize the power of women in our lives, something I'm sure we are all familiar with, those of us with mothers, daughters, wives, sisters, or girlfriends. You know who make the decision in the house. So it is a woman who actually influence the decision-making process. Even until today, I can also say, not just making decision, even my wife pay for most of the stuff. Truth, baby. In recent years, women have entered the global workforce, so we need to understand the psyche of women. They are reshaping societal norms and driving demand for women-centric travel offerings and products. We really need to know how to court them, and this session will hopefully guide us in just doing that. So we have on to the second track. Just bear with me, and we have three more tracks to go. The second track is entitled Muslim-Friendly Travel and Community. Moving on to the next track of this year's WSCT, we will look at how destinations must work with communities to ensure the sustainability and prosperity of tourism for all. By communities here, I mean the whole works from the government ministries to tourism industry players, right down to local residents in your area and more. Among the areas that we'll be covering is firstly on standards, the key to winning over Muslim tourists. One of the key success factors in creating a safe and welcoming travel environment is standards and certification. It will develop, instill trust and confidence in the market. So here, international experts and destination managers will share their insights on the challenges and value of implementing these standards, emphasizing their crucial role in ensuring the public and enhancing the overall travel experience. Next, we'll be covering Muslim-friendly travel, empowering communities. This session will focus on sustainable tourism strategies that respect local cultures, provide economic benefits, and effectively combat over-tourism. Thirdly, within this track, we'll talk about the harmony of Islam and sustainable tourism. In this session, our speakers will share how the principles of Muslim-friendly travel align the growing demand for sustainable travel and whether this approach could become a standard for all travelers, regardless of faith, harmonizing Islamic tourism and conventional practices. Lastly, in this track, we'll be covering the power of food. One of the biggest attractions of any traveler is experience the local cuisine. In this quick fire panel, we will discover how food can become the centerpiece of a tour, offering rich culinary experiences that cater to Muslim travelers while showcasing the true flavors of destination. Our third track, growth and opportunity. This will be on the second day. In this conference, our focus shifts to the growth and opportunities that lie in this lucrative tourism segment. On this second day, we'll start off with a ministerial session entitled Rahab, a spiritual odyssey and economic opportunity. We will kick off with a ministerial session that will be led or featured by, will be featuring our YD himself, Deputy Minister Daerah Khairul Firdaus Abarhan, as a distinguished panelist, together with a few high-ranking official ministers from overseas, which we are still waiting for their confirmation. This session will delve into the economic advantages in this initiative that could bring local and international tourism stakeholders. On the second part of this track, we'll be talking about promoting Islamic heritage as a driver for tourism. This session will feature international speakers from Uzbekistan, Spain, and Saudi Arabia, sharing insights on how they promote Islamic heritage as a compelling attraction for tourists, both Muslim and non-Muslim alike. Lastly, in this third track, we'll be discussing about inspiring entrepreneurship. In this part will be include Datuk Chandran Ramamurthy, CEO of Batik Air, who will be the key entrepreneur participating as a panelist in this session. Lastly, YB, the fourth track on inclusivity. Here we will feature inclusivity beyond borders within Islamic tourism. We'll talk about bridging the non-mainstream with the mainstream, connecting across boundary. We'll learn how brands successfully navigate the challenge of appealing to a targeted customer base without alienating their mainstream audience. So this is probably the most important part. Many Malaysians, netizens really need to see how Islamic approach, a Muslim-friendly approach, can actually cater to the entire universe audience. And lastly, within this fourth track, we'll talk about Islamic finance and the economic opportunities for Muslim-friendly travel. We will explore the integration of Islamic finance and economic opportunities within the Muslim-friendly tourism space, featuring insights from our esteemed local and international speakers. Next, we're almost coming to an end. I would like to announce, with such compelling topics to discuss, I'm also pleased to announce some of the key speakers and moderators out of the 35 who will be invited and who have confirmed include His Excellency Karomuddin, Ambassador of the Embassy of Uzbekistan to Malaysia, Madam Myra, the Undersecretary of the Department of Tourism of the Philippines, Dr. Chandra Ramamurthy, the CEO of Batik Air, Mr. Omar Da Costa Shahid, CEO of Creed and Culture, and Mr. Mirza, founder of Bosna Bank International. We are also privileged to have some of our esteemed speakers who are here today with us. Please let me introduce them, including Prof. Dr. Hafiz Hanafiah, Madam Anis Ramli, Mr. Gary Bauman, and also Mr. Kingston Koo. On who should attend this, I hope the media can also assist us and help to promote this. This conference is designed for visionaries and change makers ready to change and shape the future of the tourism industry. We welcome all national tourism organizations, government officials, related NGOs, students, academicians, industry players alike to join us. This is your opportunity to connect with like-minded professionals, gain access to cutting-edge knowledge, and contribute to discussions that will shape policies and practices across the globe. YB, just for your information, 2 weeks ago, before we even launched the website, we have already gotten people wanting to register to attend, as far as India and also one Central Asia country. So today, I will tell you that. To stay informed about everything related to World Islamic Tourism Conference, as YB has announced just now, we have created an official website. Take your pen or handphone and write it down. www.witc.gov.my. The site is now live for public viewing, providing all the information you need to stay updated and engaged. We are also pleased to announce that Sunway Resort Hotel has come on board as our official hotel partner. We look forward to welcoming more strategic partners. YP, I cannot announce today. There's a major airline who will be confirming by Monday. They're not from this region, it's from overseas. It will be, no, not from Central Asia, a bit far to the west a bit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next slide. I hereby announce that registration is now open on WITC website. Registration fees are at 250 ringgit for MyCard holders and $100 for non-MyCard holders. And to reward those who take swift action, we are offering an exclusive early bird discount. By registering before 31st August 2034, you can enjoy a 50% discount on the registration fees. So media, please tell the whole world they can come to Malaysia during that period. There's so many things happening in September. They come to Malaysia first, and the following week they can come for Mihas, and then they can go for their F1 race in Singapore. But come and spend more time in Malaysia before they go and watch F1. With that, this is our way of ensuring that as many of you as possible can join us in this unique gathering of minds and ideas. Wow, let's do one more slide, please. I think that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude my presentation today, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to all of you for being here today, especially to the members of the media. Your presence and support in helping us promote this event are invaluable as we embark on this exciting journey with the 4th World Islamic Tourism Conference. Thank you once again for your time and attention. We look forward to seeing you on 12 and 13 September here, no other than Sunway Resort Hotel. Let's make this event a maximum success to the first. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you very much, Dennis. Very efficient and visionary. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for the highly anticipated moment, the official media launch of the 4th World Islamic Tourism Conference. If you could give a couple of seconds for our stage crew to clear the stage. Thank you, YBs, for spending a bit more time with us. And now we would like to invite Encik Nizran to accompany Yang Berhormat Deputy Minister and Berbahagia Datuk Syahrin to the left side of the stage. And right now, one of our ITC crew will hand over the launch tablet to Yang Berhormat Tuan Khairul Firdaus Akbar Khan, our Deputy Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, who will be officiating the media launch for today. Also give a couple of seconds for our members of the media to take position. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to request for your kind cooperation and support. Let's do a countdown together to officiate the media launch of 4th World Islamic Tourism Conference on a countdown of 3, 2, 1. Silakan YB.
Error lagi, try.
Information shared here on the screen. I would like to invite Yang Berhormat, Deputy Minister and Encik Nizran and Yang Berbahagia Datuk to take place center stage just for a few seconds for a group photo with our members of the media. Just the three of you at center stage. Standing up, yes. Yeah. Just give a couple of seconds to our media crew for their final photo and video footage coverage. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Yang Berhormat Deputy Minister. Just be really nice to us for Parliament now. YB, thank you so much. Thank you juga Yang Berbahagia. Datuk Syahrin Abu Soho will be staying with us for us to facilitate the Q&A session. While we're in the prep of that, as mentioned by Yang Berhormat Deputy Minister and Encik Nizran, the official website for you to register is at witc.gov.my. The theme of this year's conference for the connections, fast tracks, product by WITC, that is understanding Muslim tourists, Muslim-friendly travel and community, growth and opportunity, and inclusivity. And don't forget to take advantage of your early bird discount That's going to be valid until the 31st of August. Once again, our utmost appreciation to Yang Berhormat Tuan Khairul Firdaus Akbarkan, Deputy Minister of MOTAC, for officiating the media launch today. And for all members of the media, please remain in your seats as we are ready to commence the Q&A session. We will be placing a microphone right here at the center alley. Of course, we would like to request for your kind permission to keep your questions relevant to the event at hand. Just raise your hand and state your name and the organization that you're representing. And if you have any other questions with regard to registering for WITC 2024, you can approach any of the ITC staff. We're more than happy to help you. So just let's give a bit of time for our stage crew to get their microphone set up. And we would like to invite all members of the media to fill up the seats here at the front. Mr. Nizran will be back here in the hall in about a couple of seconds. So once again, we would like to request that you fill up the seats here at the front, especially for our members of the media who may have other additional questions to what was presented by YB Deputy Minister and Encik Nizran, our Director General, just now. If we could also have the visual for the registration and early bird discount once again flashed on stage, witc.gov.my, and of course don't forget to take advantage of the early bird discount that was mentioned by both our dignitaries in their speeches earlier on. So early bird discount is valid till 31st of August. And of course we would like to thank the support given by our media friends in ensuring that this event continues to be a success. So our mics all set up. Just bear with us for a couple of more minutes. And we will have Yang Berbahagia Datuk Syahrin Abu Sohod, the Deputy Secretary General of MOTAC, and Encik Nizranuddin, Director General of ITC, joining us in a few more minutes. Thank you for your patience. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the fourth WITC. What's exciting about this year's event, of course, embracing and delving into the theme, which is for forging connections. And I'm pretty sure that Encik Nizran will be able to share in a bit more detail what are the specifics on understanding Muslim tourists, anything new on Muslim-friendly travel and community updates, growth and opportunity, and inclusivity. That will be the 4 key points of this year's ITC conference. So once again, the website is witc.gov.my and the early bird discount is valid till 31st of August. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Encik Nizranuddin, our Director General of Islamic Tourism Center, is back here joining us, and also joining us for the Q&A session is Yang Berbahagia Datuk Syahrin Abu Sohod, Deputy Secretary General in Management of Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture, Malaysia. As we have briefed you earlier, we have placed a microphone, also joining us from Marina, from ITC. The microphone is placed at the center aisle, so if you have any questions, please just raise your hand and post them to our dignitaries here on stage. Anyone would like to start? Encik Nizran, maybe I can start first. What were the thought process behind the 4 tracks that were chosen for this year's WITC?
Thank you. It's a very good question. I think the team set together with Hannah as consultants who assisted us with the development of the content, and we figured out post-COVID the best opportunity to look at what is the industry doing towards resetting the economy, particularly the tourism segment. And there's no other way than resetting than actually to forging new or even renew or forging new connections across industries. First from understanding even what Muslim tourism is about, even understanding what to the extent of even promoting inclusivity in our course.
Thank you, Encik Nizran. Any other additional questions from our members of the media? Yes, silakan.
Will there be any exhibitors alongside the conference?
There won't be. It will be purely a thought leadership conference, exchange of ideas and minds. We'll try to avoid that in order to, as government agencies, actually to manage our costs better. Because if we were to organize it, we would expect the exhibitors to even subsidize us. This one will be purely a thought leadership conference.
Okay, thank you, sir. Any other questions? Okay, if I may ask, Dato', do you think Malaysia being a predominantly Muslim country, what are our strengths in forging connections, specifically when it comes to Muslim-friendly and non-Muslim-friendly travel?
Yeah, thank you. Of course, we are Malaysia as a Muslim country, and the important thing is we must do our marketing strategy, because other country also doing same with us. That's why we have package, we have Muslim friendly package. We need to what we call do the marketing for our product. We have so many products, and we have halal food, halal industries, and so on. Yes, thank you.
Cik Nisra, would you like to add more to what Dato' suggested just now? Because coming to the 4th edition of the conference, what are the improvements or strengths that Malaysia can harness on?
I think I have to agree with Dato'. Nothing beats now marketing, because we have all our products in place. It's all there. It's just how we sell Malaysia as a destination, because we are competing with not only our neighbors but also as other Muslim countries. Everyone who is seeing tourism as an important segment to the recovery of the entire world economy.
What are our strengths as compared to our neighboring countries in Indonesia?
Our strength, I would like to actually highlight our strength is mainly in the uniqueness of the Malaysian culture and heritage that we have got to offer. Although it may look similar in other countries within the region, but somehow Malaysia is probably blessed with, to a certain extent, with that wide variety of culture and heritage. We are also blessed on top of that with the economic prosperity that we have achieved in the past, that has allowed us to develop modern infrastructure and amenities, as compared to some of the parts of the region, which is probably not easily connected, and so on and so forth. Whereas Malaysia, another strength I would probably add, that may agree also, is our currency right now is in a great position to actually promote to not optimize and maximize number of tourist arrivals, because it is so cheap to, I keep telling a lot of travelers who come to Malaysia, you go to Singapore, you do it 4 seasons, it's going to cost you at least 800 to 1,000 Singapore dollars. In Malaysia, you only pay 500 ringgit to stay in 4 seasons, right? There was a story that a friend of mine related. They made a booking for a hotel in Malaysia, which is located on Jalan Sultan Ismail. This is owned by one of our tycoons. He's from Europe, so he's not familiar with that name. When made reservation, he wasn't sure. Are you sure this is a 5-star hotel? Because he only paid £90. So £90 is so cheap, it's the price of bread and breakfast. So can you imagine if we price our product and we promote, with the currency, I would say strength. Right now, each strength for the tourism sector is something that we should really go out and promote. There's nothing to be shameful about. I mean, you call a spade a spade. If it's an opportunity to sell, you sell. You can maximize. Why should people go to our neighboring countries? It will cost them so much, 3 times the money, right? So that's one aspect.
Hello, okay, I'm Mahdi from Asian University. I just want to ask this question. Okay, most of our what we call our euphoria for today is about the package one. The package one. How about the backpackers one or free flow tourists? Is there any guides or any things that we could serve for them to be include the Islamic tourism team?
Okay, good question. I think our that part of promoting the overall tourism, leisure tourism, and other aspect of tourism actually comes under Tourism Malaysia, our sister agency. But of course, along the way, ITC has actually developed multiple guidelines and recognition programs that can appeal to that kind of tourists who require facilities or amenities to meet with their ibadah needs or Muslim-friendly needs or access to even halal food. So we continuously work closely with our colleagues in MOTEC and also other sister agencies to make sure we can appeal to Muslim travelers who always form a certain percentage component of international arrivals and international tourism arrivals.
Right, thank you for the question. Do we have another one? Okay, one more conclusion mungkin untuk for yang berbahagi Dato'. What kind of support that have been given and continues to be given to ITC, moving towards WITC?
Of course, we give money to very important support. Yeah.
Encik Nisran, sebagai conclusion, personally, what do you look forward to for the 4th WITC?
For the 4th WITC, it will be my first time, given my slightly over a year tenure here as the Director General of ITC. Looking forward to see this because in my past lives, I've always attended conferences, like it or not, most of the time in Singapore. And I would like to see, to the help of the media, to help us, Malaysia, not ITC, not MOTEC, but to help Malaysia promote to the world, come and learn about Islamic tourism, come and learn about Muslim-friendly tourism and hospitality here at the 4th World Islamic Tourism Conference. If we can achieve my 30% target out of the 500, which is 150 tourists or attendees coming from outside of Malaysia, that will be a great achievement for ITC already. And the fact that we already got more than 50% of the invited guests confirming their confirming their attendance, we so look forward towards this event. And I believe for my Deputy Minister and also Minister, this will be their first time in office now to witness this 4th World Islamic Tourism Conference, and we hope it will be a success so that we can share the knowledge, insights, and the real deal behind this whole Muslim-friendly tourism and hospitality sector, which has been promoted since 2019. Yeah, and for information of the media, this Muslim-friendly tourism and hospitality ecosystem branding was not developed just out of thin air. It was developed over years. We have my predecessors, previous team. I have even a past board member here today. Prof, thank you for coming today. It is nothing new. I'm just the salesman. They have developed the product recognition program before in the past, and I say to them, this is a good product, I need to really help ITC to promote this and let the world know that kalau JAKIM ada halal cert for restaurants, ITC has got MFA for hotels, for spa and wellness, for travel agents, for tourism destinations, for many more. So it's about time that we blow our trumpet and really make this password since 2009 by Honorable Minister Azalina, who started ITC, and several DGs who have done this, did multiple research papers and came up product like MFDH. So it was never meant to scare anyone away. It's never meant to scare any investors away. It is meant just to tell, look, although we are Muslim countries, we are so inclusive that majority of our investors are even non-Muslims. They may be our friends, they may know a little bit about Islam, but we are just telling them we need this standardized approach towards delivering service for Muslims so that they are not confused. I will tell you a personal story on my eureka moment on why I think this recognition program is so good. Yeah? Nantilah offline, not in front of the camera. Yeah? It's, you'll be surprised because I mean, there's so much into Islam because it's okay, I'll tell my maybe you can off the camera. No? Okay, the one program where we brought in 35 imams from China. 2 weeks before the program, we trained the Nikah member is here, the Malaysian Imam Chinese Association. So one of their travel agents brought the 35 imams at Bentong. Then the Menteri Besar office called me. So Menteri Besar asked Nizran must bring them to the Bentong Mosque, capture video just after lunch. So they had early lunch at 11:30. 12:30 we went to the mosque, and the travel agent is a non-Muslim, our friend, local Malaysian Chinese. Of course, the 35 Imam was there, and his next program was at 2 o'clock in UIA. So he was calculating there's no way that he can wait until he can wait any longer. At 12:30, he has asked the Imam to go and pray first. So the Imam thought already masuk waktu Zuhur, when Zuhur was actually at 1:30. So, to cut long story short, they had to pray again and wait until 1:30. Because the understanding for our non-Muslim friends here, after Zuhur masuk at 1:30, you can't pray at 1 o'clock or you can't pray at 1:30. You have to wait for 1:30, the call of prayers lah, azan. So this is where our recognition programs like MFTG and MFA will train our travel agents, tourist guides, the needs of Muslim when curating or developing their itineraries in their travel packages. Looks simple for us Muslims, right? We assume too much, it's so simple. We cannot assume that people know what time we pray and all. It's our duty to share with our friends, with our colleagues. Okay? So these are examples where it was a eureka moment for me to say, oh, memang pandai lah my passport members and predecessors and team. You know, when they came up with product that just like in my younger years lah. Bila cari restoran, as long as restoran ada nampak ramai Malay, Melayu pakai tudung semua halal okay. But they don't need halal certification. Why is the halal solution needed? It's just to create uniformity, standardization. You know, that everyone follows the same thing. You cannot have your own version of halal and approach. It promotes everything, not just from the aspect of it being halal, but also aspect of security and cleanliness as well, right? So that is what ITC's recognition program champion for. And for more personal experience, they can reach out to me for other eureka moments and more than willing to share.
All right, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause to Sheikh Nizwan. Thank you so much for joining us. And with that, we conclude today's media launch. And once again, thank you on behalf of ITC, our highest appreciation to our representatives and media members for joining us here today. If you do have any other questions, you feel free to approach any of the ITC staff in the blue and gray